Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Red Tape Podcast. I'm your host, Demerious Nelson. This is brought to you by For the One Media, where we move progressively forward in a conservative way. Hope all is well out there, guys. I know it is here. All right, man, we're going to talk briefly about America. This is my lightning round. This is my 10-minute round. This is the elevator pitch, man. They just talk about the beautiful America that we live in and how blessed we are that we can do the things that we do here in America. So y'all just tune in. It's the Red Tape Podcast. All right, guys, let's get right to it. America, the free, the home of the brave. I know some people say America, the free for some, and for others, you can forget it. There's no opportunity here. There's no chance. You're not going to make it. Things are always going to be bad. I disagree, man. I think America is great. I think America has gotten so far ahead and lived so good. We have it so cush for the most part. Now, I know we still have our problems like any home. Like any home, no home is perfect. And if it is, there's something else going on in there. So get in there and check it out. But if you see somebody walking around and they living like robots and always smiling, everything's always good. Or, hey, neighbor, I always want to greet the neighbors. Never have any issues with anything. You might need to check those guys out. Cause you're like, whoa. You're not acting like a human. You don't have conflict. You don't have, rivals in the house. Blood rivals. Sisters and brothers bickering. Parents bickering. Kids bickering with the parents. Dogs mad at everybody. The cat, cats stay pissed off, so you don't have to worry about them. They just, they are who they are. That is an American. Cats stay pissed off, stay to themselves. Dogs, too friendly. Can't be American. Got to be from somewhere else. But no, I'm just kidding. America is a beautiful place, a place that I love. It's a place that hopefully everybody loves, and we should do all we can to defend where we live, and we should do all we can to help when we can. So I just want to lift everybody up that lives in America today, because I think it's a grand old place. It's a great place to be. Some people want to escape, and let them escape. They can move and be wherever they want to be, but no place is better than America, because when I see things like this happen, like I'm about to tell you now, it makes me feel good. It keeps my heart pumping. And it's really pumping right now because I'm thinking about the Coast Guard, the United States Coast Guard, who's down in the Bahamas in the middle of the destruction, helping lift people up, helping rescue people, helping drag people out who didn't make it. But there's still a peace of mind for the loved ones that they do have. It gives a peace of mind. So when you see that American flag and you're not from here, it gives people hope, man. It gives them a chance at knowing that we have a chance. If they here, we at least have a chance. If that flag's flying high over your country, when we got a second, we might be liberated. We will be liberated because we won't leave until we are. Like I have often said before, you can't control the evils of men that they do, and America has been a part of a lot of evil things. But we have been a part of a lot of beautiful things as well. Just like I said, in the household, they have their problems. And people say evil things to each other. People cuss each other out. People done even worse things, and we get over it. That's what we got to do in America. We got to start getting over the division. We got to start getting over the issues that we have. And the only way we can do that is by addressing it, acknowledging it, and then asking for forgiveness for it. Forgive my ancestors for what they've done to you. Forgive my mom, dad, brother, sister, friends, extended family, whoever. Associates at work, hey, forgive them. If the people that did the crime can't ask for forgiveness themselves, then be a part of the healing process for people by lending a hand when you can and as often as you can. And that's the beautiful part about America, man. I hate that we have tragedy here, but when we do, it seems like we come together. We don't even know color anymore, that we show our diversity even more because we do whatever we have to do. We use our gifts and skills to help those who are in need. Just like now, people in the Bahamas, I know Americans and all across the world, people are sending money and doing what they can, but who's sending the help? And that's what we do in America. We go help. We go liberate those. Just think about people who may be trapped inside of a building. And after a hurricane, after a tornado, there's always, the real issues are the water and what the water brings. As you know, stagnant water brings all types of disease. And so we got to pray and protect and hope that they protect themselves, our people who are over there doing the work. And also you're praying for those who are in the middle of being rescued or who do need things. So I'll make sure y'all remember that when you think about America. When you think about our grand old America, the flag, the beautiful place that we live in, that we often take advantage of. But if we don't get together here and become together, we can't do anything for anyone else. Just like if we don't have your household together, if y'all not holding it together and operating as a team, then you will no longer exist. Then those stars on the flags will fall away. So if you want to be stars for the rest of the world and continue to do work internationally, and you want to continue to lead the free world, we got to do things here to help people stay free. I'm noticing that we're doing more things, and we're allowing our politicians to do more things to bind us up. And now we got issues. Then we have to have a way of breaking those things that bind us. See, one thing y'all should always keep in mind, and I try to keep in mind, because one day, like I said, I do hope to run for public office one day. I always pray to myself and talk to God and ask, what's the balance when you don't believe in certain things? And he always reminds me that you never take away a person's right. You never take away a person's free will, because I don't. Regardless of what they choose to do, they still have a choice. And that's what you can't do in America. You can't take away a person's right to choose. And that's the beautiful part about America, because most of the times we don't. We're not restricted. You have freedom to be and do whatever it is you want to be. Now, we do have to have laws, and laws are created really to thwart evil, to handle evil, to contain evil. The essence of a law is really there to prevent and contain evil, to help deal with disputes, and also to help us with safety, to keep us from hurting and harming ourselves. When I was in the Navy, I learned that. And that's probably when I learned about America. And I became a little more patriotic, because before that, I can't say I was. Because I've dealt with things that piss me off about America. I've dealt with racism. I've been that guy that walk next to a car and the old white man in the car, somebody that don't look like me, lock the doors. I've been there. I've been the guy stopped by the cops in America, and they question you when all you're doing is in your own neighborhood, and they say you did a rolling stop, but you didn't. That's America still. There's still things like that going on in America. That's why parents fear for their children. That's why black parents fear for their children in the community, because they know all is not fair. But as we know things are not fair, that doesn't mean you still don't have opportunity. One thing I always learned, you do have to take advantage of the opportunity that you have. So you have a gift in giving, you have a gift in helping medically, you have a gift in comforting people. If you have any of those gifts, you still can use them. You still can use those to heal the community. That's the great thing about America. Because of those freedoms, you can create businesses, you can create things that can help those who have been disenfranchised or left behind, so-called left behind. See, all those things that happen to me still make me love America, because that means I still have an opportunity. I may have been held down in certain times in my life, but I still looked up because I know that there's still opportunity. Because I know who's in charge. There's nobody here on earth. No man can tell me what to do, because I'm instructed by something higher. Just like we all are, if you see it, if you believe it. That's the thing about America. We may not be a Christian nation per se, but we do have those values. And then having those values and morals of Judaism and Christianity and the philosophies that created the West. But that philosophies and Judaism and Christianity create moral and reason Those things allow us to do what we do all abroad. All over the world, we're able to do what we can do because of those things. We wouldn't be able to do it without it, believe it. So make sure y'all embrace America and think about this grand old place. Because it is grand, it is great. And it does have its issues and its problems. But sometimes when you see us doing things around the world and you see that flag flying high, it does make you proud of being here. Even in the midst of our own trouble. Because that shows your strength. It shows solidarity when we're able to go help elsewhere. So we got to make sure we do the same thing at home. When you see the homeless man, when you see victims, don't just get to know them because you're nosy. Get to know them because they need help. Because America, we nosy now in America. But it's something to think about, something to chew on. Continue to love each other, respect our communities, and love where you live, because that may be the only place you ever live. So learn to love it and keep it up. Don't tear it down. And if you're blessed enough to live long enough, then you can go move to another community and help change that one. And if it's good, help make it better, because there's always something to make better. Hey, this is Red Tape Podcast. I'm your host, Demerious Nelson. This is brought to you by For the One Media, guys. I know I was talking slow. I'm back to talking fast. Hibbity hop. No, I'm just kidding. Make sure you check us out at the Red Tape Podcast. They're like, what's wrong with this guy? Check us out at Red Tape Podcast on all streaming platforms, guys and girls, gals, like they say back in the day. Also, make sure you subscribe, please. And also check us out at www.fortheonemedia.com, all right? Hey, this is Demerious Nelson. Y'all have a great day.